What's up, guys? LT Insider here coming at you. Special edition here. Walking the streets of Japan. Almost 2 a.m. here. Needed to get out of the house. Haven't been out of the house all day. As you shouldn't be, but I couldn't even take a walk because just working. Got this big editing job I'm doing now, which is good because money, but bad because it's work and I'll probably be up all night. But there you go, guys. Can't complain. Getting cash in the pocket, right? What can I say in here? But yeah, I was going to do a video just walking around, but it's too late now. It's too dark. You can't see anything. But anyways, more important topics to talk about. Grand finals coming up in a few days. Thought it might be cool to talk about, my thoughts on that, season recap, all that kind of jazz. So there it is. See how this works. I don't know how the mic's going to sound. Anything. Hopefully it sounds good. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me. If I say these incredible thoughts and they're lost to the ether, that'll piss me off. But anyways. So I guess first let's do season recap, right? So season 3 GSA Super Mario Maker. It's over now. Well, basically, 2 more matches left. But what are my thoughts, right? So, no one liked season 2 format more than me. The endless random levels. Both players get different levels. Who can get the most levels, we'll see. No one liked that more than me. I was a big proponent of that because that random factor, the skips mattered. Boom. I was scared when the change was made to go to, players play the same levels and you only have 3 skips. But to my surprise, turned out great. It turned out awesome. Much better than I expected. The beginning of the season, simply didn't join the commentating crew. That was hurt. That was tough. I was a little bit worried there because, it's like I was some long commentating dude. He was kind of my guy. I kind of broke, first one I broke into the world with, but he's the first one I did it with, and I liked being on that team with him, but he just kept doing his own thing, YouTube thing. That's really popping off too, so that's awesome. But I was kind of not sure. There's a big hill here. That's why I'm out of breath. It's a bad choice of road here. This road was a bad choice. But yeah, so I was kind of worried about how it's going to go. The season's going to be as hype as last season. Big names weren't there. Some big names. There was we still had a lot of big names. Got some new people that seemed to be good. That was cool. So the season started out hot. Right away, I was like, wow, this format's really good. So that was cool. That was hype. As the season went along, what did we learn? It went along. It was kind of similar to the season 2. No real surprises. The favorites won way more often than not. Viewers were out. They seemed to like it. Now, playoffs came, and we got an upset. One bigger than another one, but we got an upset. That was cool. Things seem to be going good. Of course, last week there was a problem with the Twitch recording or whatever, but that's no big deal. But it's a big deal, but in the scheme of things, it's not a big deal. But yeah, so let's talk about the grand finals, I guess. What to expect? The only thing, you know what I mean. The only thing I want to see is hype. I want to see a hype match. I wrote it in the Twitter thread that's going to come out, but is this the biggest competitive speedrunning match of all time in terms of hype and build-up? I know you could argue that there's some GDQ stuff that's had definitely more collection of names. Some of them the beast was in, but this has kind of had this long build-up, the 14 weeks build-up, and now it's boom, it's here. Feels pretty good, feels pretty epic, so I hope we can live up to that because it's not easy, but it feels pretty monumental. And Ryukar agreeing to do the commentary is awesome. That's really huge. That's going to get a lot of people there. So the only thing I want to do, as I'm one of the commentators too, is make sure we get that hype out there. We showcase what we're trying to showcase, and make sure there's as few people that don't know what's going on as possible. They're always going to be there, but if someone doesn't know what's going on for very long, they don't care, and they leave, even with the pull of the mighty Ryukar. So we have to, as a team, make sure we're on top of that, right? Of course, hype moments, explain what's going on is most important. But it's also important to make sure, because, a lot of people are seeing this for the first time. It's very important. I always think sometimes that kind of stuff is lost in the biggest games. You forget about that. You can't overdo it, but it's got to be there. Also, I hope, you know me, I love to have a player in the booth with me because you can avoid those situations where you're not sure what's going on. I think as a commentator, I've definitely improved the knowledge side of things. I'm always going to be more of the setup guy, the play-by-play guy, because I'm not a player. of the game. I mean, I have the game and I play it, but I'm like A rank. I'm not S plus rank in versus, by the way. But I need that player to be that color commentator, because that's what you get good commentary, is that mix. I've talked about it in previous podcasts before, the Triforce of hype, right? You need knowledge, most importantly. You need hype, and you need humor. And in that order, right? So most important thing is knowledge, which comes from the co-commentator or the player. Second is the hype, which I think I'm pretty good at, and the humor, which I think I'm pretty good at sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. I think all those things together make what is the best match, right? So ways for me to improve my own commentating. Trying to get the knowledge up. There's always room for knowledge, right? That's always the thing you can do, is get more knowledge up. So that's what I'm doing all the time. Play as much as I can. Watching other people play as much as I can. And one thing I've been doing is trying to like write out some not complete lines, but like the start of like interesting ways to say stuff. And that kind of has been helping, I think. Like leaving notes next to my computer screen, like, okay, try to say this instead of this, And also don't say this. But I still say it like 100 times. Like, what was it? How do you feel about this one? I still say that every fucking week. But I said, don't. I've written on my computer, don't say, how do you feel about this one? And I still always do it. To PC Fangirl or Shoujo, I always say, how do you feel about this one? It's really not good. That's not smart. That's not the way to be a good commentator, my friends. Gotta look to improve, though. It's a grand finals. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be nervous as shit. It's gonna be a lot of people watching. It's gonna be a lot of people watching YouTube. We gotta make it a good show. And it's really, I think this point is kind of getting lost in competitive speedrunning thing. Commentating is such a huge part of it. Like, I'm not trying to, say what I'm doing is more important than it is, but it's exactly what I'm doing. But we have to, it's our job to keep the viewer there. The names and the players get the people there. It's our job to keep them there, right? And this whole competitive speedrunning thing doesn't work if commentating is not high level, right? Okay level, that'll get a few people to watch, right? You get some people to watch. Oh, Panga's playing this game, I want to check it out. Oh, Eric Van Wilderman is playing, I want to check him out. I'm a fan of Eric, I'm going to watch him. But you don't keep those people unless we have good commentating in there, right? So, something we just got to constantly work on, And some people said, like, why do you care so much? I had someone say, like, just volunteer, why do you care? Well, I do care. And I guess you asked why. It's not what you said. You didn't say if I care or not. You said, why do I care? Why do I care? I care because I know from that day I saw Super Metroid played at that GDQ, 2014, 2015, I was like, this is something. This was something. This is something that can be big, right? And I don't mean big and like give me money, because I'm not going to get money out of it no matter what happens. But this is what some kind of something. Brilliant commentary going on by Adel Insider here. It's off the charts here. But I was like, man, if we can form this into something, this will be big, man. This is what I want to be doing. So based on that, I'm giving you my life story of speedrunning right now. Started the Mind Same Pace podcast so I could like talk to people without being weird. If you ever want to interview people, guys, that's what you got to do, is get a podcast. Then you have a reason to say, hey, can I talk to you for half an hour? Got the name out there a little bit. Talked to some big people. Talk to some bigger names. I said, well, why don't I kind of make a live event that can just be all competitive speedrunning? Figured out that's tough. I'm living in Japan. That makes it double tough. And then GSA came around. Well, Speed Gaming came around too. Speed Gaming, what was it called? Speedrunner League or something? There was another one. Then GSA came around. GSA was this more professional way. Like that. Join that. I didn't join that. I helped out with that. That's what I want to be. I want to be helping that, because I think GSA is now the kind of doing it really well. And I think I want to do all my effort in making sure that can go as far as it can, How far that is, who knows, right? But that's what I want to be doing. That's how I want to spend my hobby time, which goes down all the time, right? Because 2 kids and stuff. My birthday was like 3 days ago. I was like, wow. But that's what I want to be spending my time on, because I think there's a future there. It's not for me, by the way, either. It's kind of weird. Like, everything I've been doing everything usually I do, like, how can I get money, Like, it's all I think about is, how can I get money out of this? But this guy, I'm not doing that. It's like pure, I want to do it. It's kind of fun. But, yeah, I don't know how this got to very introspective right now. Walking on this road, it's really intense right now. Really mind rush right now. I don't know if I'm going to upload this, to be honest, because I'm not saying anything of value here. But then earlier this year, Pace was canceled. That was a thing. Got the plane ticket ready. Was, all hyped to go. And then coronavirus came, and it started out like, well, it's so far away. We're still going to go. Then it quickly changed to, I don't know. Then it changed to, yeah, we're canceled. I was like, oh, that sucks. But to be honest, I'm a little bit happy. Not because, more pissed, because it would have been cool to meet everybody and stuff. But the main event was going to be versus Super Mario Maker. I'm really glad that that's not going to happen. That is such an inferior way to enjoy Super Mario Maker, in my opinion, of course. People have different opinions, but it's just not as good. There's not as much to talk about. There's a lot of moments that you're just sitting there. But hopefully that decision is changed if Pace happens in 2020, which, it's probably a 50-50 right now. I don't know. Can you say more than that? I know I fucking can't. But cars. All right, so what did I talk about? I talked about season in review. Overall, great. Grand finals, hyped. Me and Ryukar gotta bring it home. Hope the boys, IPK and the Beast, give us a good show. Hope it goes 7 games, of course. Overtime, that'd be pretty hype, but we'll see. We can't decide that. The RNG of sports will decide that. But just how about next season, though, What's going to happen next season? There's a slight worry there for me. It's like, this Super Mario Maker thing, it can't last forever, It's like, just like any, some esports games can last forever. But there always, there's always little changes being made to the, metas changing. They add new characters, stuff like this. But Super Mario Maker has just announced its final update. So while next season will surely be hype, no matter how we choose to do it, season 4 is gonna come. It's gonna be a thing, and it's gonna be hype, I'm sure. But what about after that? What am I gonna do after that if there's no Super Mario Maker League? And yeah, I could pick up another game. That's definitely a thing people do. So I'm not worried, but just thinking, it's really strange. Like Mario speedrun fans, or is it Mario fans, are different than speedrun fans? That's what I've learned. Because I spend a lot of time in different players' chats, in different players' streams and stuff, and it's a very different audience. It's not like everyone that loves IPK loves speedrunning. That's definitely true, and even more so for more quote unquote variety streamers, like Ryukar and stuff. His fans are they might like speedrunning, but it's not a big thing. So that audience is both a blessing and a curse, right? Because blessing part is they're there, they exist. The curse part is they might not be into the speedrun side of things. And I think we need more of I think a lot of, because it's Mario, we get that audience. But there's a side of the people that just like speedrunning that, Mario's fine or whatever. They don't like it because oh, it's Super Mario Maker, what's that, I see the little kind of twinge of thought I have there. I don't know if that's true or not, but be interested to see if anyone agrees with me out there. Because I think it's definitely a thing. There is a separation between speedrun fan, competitive speedrun fan even, and Mario fan. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I think we got to better market the competitive speedrun side of it. Mario's just a tool and the avenue for this awesome way to have competitive speedrunning. Because again, why I like this, I'm not no big Mario fan myself. I like it. I buy all the games and stuff. But the reason I like it is because it offers this way to play that does include strategy. That's the only reason I'm here. Here. I say here. That's the only reason I got involved as much as I did, because it does have that strategy aspect. And it's killed my enjoyment of all of the competitive speedrunning, by the way. Because I can watch other competitive speedrunning avenues, Super Mario 64. It's not there. If someone goes behind by 15 seconds, oh, well, now you just gotta wait for the other guy to fuck up. And if that doesn't come, it's over. But that's the beauty of Super Mario Maker, because we have that strategy aspect. I think that's the magic. So some people don't see that. And it takes some time to get it too. And that's something I don't know how we can get more of that out there. I can try to point it out in the broadcast and stuff as much as I can, but you can't do that too much either, right? So it's it's a fine line. You gotta walk there. But I'm walking home. When I get home, this will be over, because I feel like I'm blabbering on. That's all I've done. Another car. We'll see when I get home. But I don't know. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about things though, as a whole. In speedrunning wise and everything wise, but grand finals always hype. Hopefully we can put on a good show. Hope the people come out, enjoy themselves. And I hope we can kind of keep it moving, right? What the future holds, we can't control, but we can make sure this grand finals is good. Make sure season 4, the commentators, we're doing our best, to make, to portray the hype as best we can. GSAs, I know they're doing their best to keep it moving, and we'll see what happens. If pace happens, who knows? What's going to happen in 2020, who knows? But in any case, I'll be coming home this year, later in 2020, so then even no matter when it happens, I can be there easily, which will be cool. There's a lot of question marks there, though, too, but this is not a moving back home podcast, so I better stop talking about that now. But why I'm feeling good. It's fun because I feel like when you feel like you're moving your hobby along, it's a good feeling. It's fun. So that's why I think everyone should try to do. I'm not saying how to live your life. Life coaches are the fucking worst. But if you can find a hobby that makes you feel like you're like accomplishing something, a lot of people for speedrunning, it is accomplishing that goal, that thing. And I'm doing the same thing, just a different way, right? I think I'm trying to get those PBs of people interested in competitive speedrunning. That's my PB, right? That's my world record. I don't know what the world record is or who has it or where the leaderboard is, but that's what I'm working towards. And it's fun. That's what I'm grinding at. That's how I see it anyway. Speedrunning's a lot of different things, right? It's finding the glitches, finding the routes, performing the run. But I want to add another aspect of that, and that's growing your community, growing your game, growing what you like. And for me, I like competitive speedrunning. So that's what I'm grinding, is trying to be the competitive speedrun ambassador so I can grow it as much as I can. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see that filled arena or watching someone play some competitive speedrun game that has strategy involved. Because that's the key part of it, I think, to make it grow. But I've talked enough, my friends. I'm almost home now. How long is this thing? Oh, not less than 20 minutes. What do you know? It feels longer when you're walking. All right, guys. I'll let you go. Hope to see you at the grand finals. Good luck to IPK. Good luck to the Beast. Good luck to Dimitri. Good luck to Doomsday. And let's have fun. It's the last day of the season, my friends. Let's enjoy it until season 4. But I'll leave you with 2 words. You know what those words are. From outside here in southern Japan.